We just completed our second week of Ambleside Online, and I thought we could talk about it. I'm Heather. I am a stay-at-home mom of 3. My oldest is 6, so we're starting year 1 of Ambleside Online. My middle is 4, so we're kind of doing a preschool, but very informally. And then my youngest is 1.5, so she's just here for the vibes. This is a little different from the content that I've put out so far. I've really just been talking mostly about my homemaking journey, and we're hopefully going to start getting into a little more of the homesteading soon. We live on an aging 80-acre farm in southeast Indiana that we're trying to convert to a functional homestead. That is taking quite a bit of time though. These things happen. But we are in the middle of the homeschooling journey, and my oldest is really loving it. So that's really exciting. But a little bit about what is Ambleside Online. If you're familiar with the Charlotte Mason philosophy of education, Ambleside Online is a free curriculum online that follows the Charlotte Mason philosophy. It includes a lot of book lists and activities, and they provide the whole philosophy for you to read through. The only thing you have to do is source your books. So that can cost a lot, or it can cost next to nothing. I utilize the Facebook group, and a lot of moms and dads share a lot of the resources that they create. You can find a lot of these books in the public domain, open source, and so the ones that you can find, somebody put together a whole packet, which is so useful, of all of the readings that you can find. There's just a few books that are not included that you can try to source from the library or you can purchase. We are having a lot of good success with that. So if you are interested in Ambleside Online, I highly suggest joining the Facebook group. It's hard to find through Facebook. You have to go to the Ambleside Online website and click through there to find it, I do believe. So we just finished the second week of Ambleside Online, year 1, and I thought this video we could talk about kind of the expectations that I had going into it and how the reality compared to that, as well as any kind of surprises or you know, just what our experience has been. I know when I was researching curriculums to use, I was really interested in these types of videos, so I thought I'd share what our experience is. So why Ambleside Online? Funny story, when I first was interested in homeschooling, my oldest was just a baby, and I went on and was kind of researching things early and ran across one of those, like, what is your homeschooling type quizzes online. I took the quiz and I got predominantly Charlotte Mason and classical education with eclectic thrown in. And now that I've kind of done my own research, that is very true for me. So that's how I landed on Charlotte Mason. When I was researching Charlotte Mason curriculums, discovered Ambleside Online and that it was a free curriculum. That was a big selling point. I kind of dug into it a little bit more, and I discovered that it has been around for a long time, and a lot of students have since graduated and gone on to have successful, you know, a successful education experience with it. And I loved that there's a lot of classics. Like, the book list was really rich. I thought that, you know, for me, the book list was also a big selling point. Now, a lot of people think that because it's been around so long, maybe it's kind of outdated. I had that kind of concern, but it's hard to be outdated when it's the classics. And there is like an advisory board that is constantly making changes and updating. So that made me feel a lot better about that. So what were my expectations versus how things actually ended up being? First of all, when you first go to the website, There's so many pages and so much information. At first I was like, this is going to be really intimidating. Like, I'm not smart enough to go through all of this. Once you kind of figure out the navigation system, like you go to the year, and then within the year you can look at the schedule, you can look at the book list, you can look at the footnotes. I highly recommend reading footnotes. It really isn't as complicated as it appears. I think that it can look intimidating because there's just so much information to go through, but you don't have to look through every single year. You just need to look at the one or ones that you're using, right? So after I got past that, join the Facebook group. There are so many resources that, you know, these homeschool moms and dads have created that are so wonderful and rich. There's like, somebody put together a whole riches like document that I've printed out so we can look at all of the paintings for our artist, and talks about the biography of the artist and the composer, and there's a lot of information there that somebody took the time to put together that I didn't have to go and do myself. So that was really nice. When you first go on to Ambleside Online and you look at the schedule, it's broken down into the week, like a week schedule. So for week 1, week 2, week 3, and these are all of the readings. And then I went through and I added some things, like I added our math, and there are certain daily tasks that you do, and I added just a couple other things that are optional. We may or may not get to them. But when you first look at this, like, this looks really intimidating, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to be doing school forever. Like, this is going to take all day long. Not the case. Actually, we're getting through things really quickly. Now, we have not added everything. Our foreign language is not yet included. I haven't really done the full, like, nature study and riches. We've been kind of just dipping our toes in there. But we're still getting through things very quickly. But it's not rushed. It's very engaging, and I thought maybe some of the material would be over her head. She seems to be grasping it just fine. The narrations are going well. So overall, I'm super pleased. Expectation was that it was going to be a lot harder than it was. The reality is it's going really well. Not bad at all. So what does a day look like so far? Now we're going to be tweaking this as we go, as we're adding some more of the extra goodies into our routine. But we start off and we'll do, they really say to do like the hymn one day and the folk song another day, to do, you know, so on and so forth. We actually tend to do the hymn and the folk song most days, both together. It's just something fun that we like to do. We're starting to actually learn the words together, and singing that has been a lot more enjoyable now that we know what we're singing. So we usually do that to start. And I just kind of go down the list, like what sounds good. Okay, let's do the Old Testament. Let's do our history and tales. Let's pull something from natural history. Let's pull something from literature. We're just kind of picking and choosing. I have not laid anything out, like specifically on this day we're doing the 50 famous stories, and this day we're doing the Burgess Bird book. That just hasn't been what we've done so far, and it's been working good. I will say also, we're getting through our readings really quickly. Like, my goal has been to get through the readings within 4 days, so that the 5th day we've got for a makeup, or it can be a lighter day because we tend to be out of the house, whatever. And that's been going really well. We're getting through our readings in 4 days, and then we're doing the dailies on that 5th day. So that's been going great. As far as organization, I did print out a like mother planner that I just stuck in this little, my 1.5-year-old. she decided to decorate it for me. But I did print out just a little calendar I made. Really a planner I made. Really the only thing I've been keeping track of is attendance in here. I did print out a weekly if I wanted to lay the week out, but I haven't. I've just been working off of this, and that's been going great. Why add extra steps if I don't have to? Now we are just in year one. Things might change as we progress into further years. Things may change as we progress into the school year further, because it will grow more challenging as we go along. But for right now, I'm just printing it out and going. It's been a lot more open and go than I thought it was going to be, and that's been a really nice surprise. Now we do all of the recommended like daily subjects except the foreign language. Our curriculum is not here yet, so we have not added our foreign language into the mix. We are going to be doing German with, I believe we're going to go with the homeschool languages is what it's called. I just haven't gotten that ordered and gotten it in yet, but it's hopefully coming. But except for that, we've been and we haven't done a recitation. We're gonna start incorporating recitation this upcoming week, and I think that that's going to go good. She's totally impressed me so far. I don't think it's above her head. And then weekly, we're doing kind of a loop with the riches, and we're also doing the hymn and the folk song pretty much daily. That's not required, but we do. And then, also while we are doing kind of our core daily subjects and our readings, if we do it in the living room, I'm putting on the TV there's a really great YouTube video that's like, I don't know, an hour or two long, maybe longer, I don't remember, but it has the composer for this term and the artist for this term, and so it's the composer's music and then the artist's like slideshow going through. That's another benefit of Ambleside Online that I'm finding, is that there's so many moms who have done it and are doing it, and dads, but I mean it's mostly moms that have done it and are doing it, that there's a lot of resources that people have already put together, so I don't have to do all that legwork myself. And as long as you're getting it through the proper channels, the curriculum itself is copyrighted. So if you want to create things for the curriculum, as long as you're going through the proper channels, there's a lot out there. As far as narration goes, all I've been doing is as we read, if it's a shorter reading, I'll read the whole thing and ask her, okay, can you tell me what happened in your own words? And she will give me a very short summary. There's a book, Know and Tell, that I have started to read, but I have not completed it. I'm hoping that will help me have a better grasp on the narration as we go along. Sometimes I'll have her draw a picture, sometimes I'll just have her tell me. And that's really all that we've been doing so far, and it's been going great. I mean, it's been school has been very easy. Not in the subject matter, but in the flow. Like, things have just been flowing really well. It's just been very smooth. She seems to get it. She likes the subject. She likes the books. And it's been, like I said, it's been wonderful. So what are we loving so far? I pulled a couple of things. We have really been, she has really been loving Paddle to the Sea. That's probably her favorite book. There's a little activity that somebody put in the Facebook group, and that's like her favorite thing to do, is to do whatever the correlated activity is for the reading that week. So she really likes that one. We're doing predominantly Life of Fred for math. We are also doing the Denise Gaskins math games with it, and she tells me all the time math is her favorite subject. So she's really liking math. Eventually, I am planning to add in something else to go along with this, probably Singapore. We kind of did a little bit of Singapore for her kindergarten year, and it was just a little bit easy for her, so it was not as enjoyable. But I think as things get more challenging, we're gonna add Singapore back in. What else have I been loving? I've been loving how chill it is. It's really easy after breakfast. We just kind of jump right into school. I don't have any issues from her so far, and she seems to enjoy it. So what's been challenging? I think at first the most challenging thing was just like the overwhelm of what do I do? Like, what day should I do this reading? What day should I do that reading? When I kind of let go of all of that and just said, let's just go for it, things got a lot easier. If I had any tips for new Ambleside Online moms, because I've been doing this 2 whole weeks, so I'm an expert at this point. No, I'm totally kidding. But just so far what I've learned is just do it, just go for it, and it's going to probably be a lot smoother than you worked up in your head. It's not that challenging. Read the footnotes, make sure that you're incorporating narration, and from my understanding so far, that's really the core of it. Overall, my feelings on Ambleside Online are fantastic. I love it. I think that it's going so well. There are a couple of things that we're still going to be incorporating. We're going to be incorporating the foreign language and the recitation. We're going to start doing a little more in-depth of a nature study. Like we've been doing, so reptiles is this term's nature study topic. We have not done a lot of going out and trying to observe reptiles. Honestly, I don't see a lot of wildlife when we do go on our nature walks. So I might have to like take them to the zoo or something to do some more in-person reptile contact, visualization, what have you. And then we're gonna also start doing a lot more of our nature study watercolor sketchbooks. I have one for my preschooler and for my year 1. We just haven't done a whole lot with them. So that is also something that I'm gonna be incorporating more of, and notebooking. But I wanted to start things just really easy, really like gently move into it and see where are we and what do we need to improve before I started adding extras. I also have just something little and fun that I put together that is like a STEAM, I don't want to call it a unit study, it's not a unit study, but just like a little STEAM lesson for the term. And this term, if we get to it, is going to be mini makers, and I thought that that might be kind of fun to work on building little structures out of like sticks and learning kind of balance and like very light engineering, if you will. It's not necessary, it's just if we get to it, I thought it would be something fun to do. So far I haven't worried about it. So overall, I really love it. I think that it's such a good program. I love that it's free. I love that there's so many resources. If you go to the Facebook page and you find, especially that packet, I don't remember who posted it. It'll tell me. Format and design inspired by Jordan Nicole Hale and edited by Holly Troxell. If I find it in the Facebook group, I'll link it, and you'll have to be a member to access it. Yeah, so you have to share it on the Facebook group and the forum. If I can find the link to it, I will. If not, join the Facebook group and search up those names. It'll probably pull it up for you. And this is just term 1. And it'll tell you the readings not in the packet is The Paddle to the Sea, the James Harriet's Treasury for Children, the Benjamin Franklin, and the Trial and Triumph. So for the term 1 books that you need, those are not in it. I had to pull those separately. Some of the ones that are in here, I also went ahead and got, like the Aesop's Fables, because eventually I want to be able to have her read the Aesop's Fables on her own. They're very beautiful pictures there too. So that is a goal. I thought that that would be a good one to have because they're so short. For phonics, we're doing Learn to Read in 101 Easy Lessons along with Bob books. and that's been going great too. I forgot to mention that. Are we in it for the long haul? I definitely think so. Things could always change. As we add more children, things may get more challenging. You know, as we move up in years, things may get a little more intense where I might have to reevaluate things when there's more kids and it's more intense. But as of right now, I love it. I'm planning to stick with it. It is really fun for me to do the readings with her. Like, I enjoy them. The only one that is a little bit kind of, I see her eyes kind of glaze over, is for the Bible studies. They recommend the King James Version because the literature and the language is so rich. I find she's looking lost a lot of the time and asking questions, what does that mean? So I'm sticking with it. We're gonna stick with the King James Version for a little bit. If after a few weeks, I think that that's too much, then maybe we'll go ahead and we'll switch to a different version. But so far, we're gonna keep at it. That's probably the most challenging text that we have, and that's just because the language is so advanced, and she's like, what? And we're a newer to the faith kind of family, so we're kind of learning together with the whole Bible study, which is, I think, a good thing. But so when she's asking me questions, sometimes I'm pulling up my phone like, okay, what does this passage actually mean? Which is fine. I think that that's okay that she sees me researching to explain it better. I don't know, maybe not. but overall, we love it. Those are my thoughts. I hope it helped you. I hope that it helps you decide if this is a curriculum you want to pursue, or if you're already doing Ambleside Online, please share with me your thoughts of it so far. Here on the Sleepy Hollow Homestead, we talk about all things that are homesteading, homemaking, homemade, homeschooling. We're trying to create a life where we actually enjoy being at home. So I hope to see you on the next one, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel, it helps me, and let me know if you like this type of content and you want to see more. I will see you on the next one.